My name's Kaylee. This is my Flosstube channel. Hello to all returning. Oh, here's my cat. It's Amadeus. Hello to all returning. Welcome to all new subscribers. What are you doing? You gonna come? Oh, you're gonna make everything shake. Hey, come, say hi. It's Amadeus. She's lovely. I didn't know she was okay, so we lived in a farm. Like, I'd come from Toronto, and she was a barn cat. That's a whole story. But anyways, with COVID, she was just so friendly. We were so bored. So we took her in. You know, she barely goes outside. You're just such a lovely home cat, right? So I have notes that I can't. Okay, school's back. It's nice. We're almost in routine with figuring out classes, like extracurricular classes and everything. And I'm gonna put you down. Where are you gonna go? Okay. Autumn is also here. It's cold. The long weekend, the first weekend of September, it was the hottest it had been all summer. Like 42 with the humidex. I don't know what that is, like 100 or something. It was a really cool summer. And now there was frost this morning, so Canada, yep. So we'll just get into it. Oh, can you go down though? You're gonna make it shake. Okay. All right. So Foregone, Minnie. Oh, I forgot a picture of what she's gonna look like. Hopefully. She's finally at 75%. You see the bottom? There's the bottom. So I actually feel like there's a chance now. She will definitely be finished for December. That's under 2,500 stitches of pure confetti left. Like all here. Oh man. But anyways, we're going. We're plugging along. She's gonna get finished. What are you doing? And I'm excited to have her finished. Do I have anything else to really say? Not really. So under 2,500 stitches left. She's looking good. She needs to be finished. It's time. All right. Next, I worked on Bubbles, and I forgot her. Oh yeah. Okay, I'm back. So Bubbles is what I worked on next. And seeing Stitchmesane and cattysuecatz, I'm sure other people do it too, but they like outline what's going to be block stitched, and then you have more freedom, to put in a couple strands, not looking at the pattern, waiting for pasta water to boil or whatever. So actually all of my whips I'm going to do this with. And I made insane progress just because I also did that flower, which I think looks really good. I need to wash this piece. This piece is starting to get a funk going on. But yeah, it was so easy to get a few thousand stitches just because. So there's tons of block stitching. I mean, there's tons of confetti too, but I am just going to spend some time next year goal, outlining, and then really get some good stitch numbers in these. So here it is. Full. Still really want to get her to 20,000 this year. So we'll see. Okay, next was Beauty Will Save the World, artwork by Adrian Borda, charted by Unconventional Cross Stitch. Again, I'm doing the outline thing I just talked about with this. I want to get her to 50,000, 50% this year, and I think the only way that's remotely going to be possible is if I just do block stitching. So she's now just over 33.5%. The bottom there is just block stitching. You can do about 300 tent stitches, like the block, in half an hour or so. I'm just going to plot out all the block. Well, there's a lot of block stitching actually, so doesn't she look fantastic? Love it, love it, love it. I think it's also because Foregne's just pure confetti. My mind is needing, sometimes it's nice to see like 1,000 stitches a day instead of like 250 at the exact same amount of time, you know what I mean? So, oh, the mailman, hang on a sec. Okay, I'm back. My dog is here now. It's all go. I had to get that package. It was actually floss, or something from Blushing Pink for next mystery box. I didn't open it yet. I will later. Okay, so where was I? The next whip I worked on was my RamonaNordal, doing the same thing with this whip. This whip especially, outlining and just do all the block. And then all of this is not block, but there is a lot of block. So I'm going to outline all of this and get some good stitching done on her. And I think this is going to be a big plan for next year. I love it. Love it, love it. Okay, so here's one of the flowers coming in. Outline that. All that black. It's going to be nice, it all outlined, to see how big. I mean, it's pretty much going to be the same size as Beauty Will Save the World. So, yeah, I can just take this anywhere. Just a bunch of 310 or whatever color. It's going to be good. Love this idea. I love it. I love it. I'm ready to get some good stitchy numbers in on some pieces. Do I have anything else I wanted to say? Okay, next in my beautiful Jasmine custom bags bag, I worked on Vintage Halloween Carousel, the Witchy Stitcher. Oh, and I forget, unfortunately, who, but there's another hashtag going for her. Ooh, hopefully I'll link it down below because I forget what the hashtag is. And I have all of my thread in Shibadesign. Is this a thread keeper? I forget. I love this though. I can't wait to get some more of these. These are super cute. She has a great choice in fabrics. So that's it. I'm working off the paper chart, so I have no idea. But I'd say a couple hundred stitches in since last time. That's full cross on 18 count. Hand dyed. I'll put it all back later. Okay. Next is a new start. So I'd seen Miss Fergotti on Instagram a bunch, and I love them. Like a lot of block stitching, illustrated-y type. And I bought the coloring pages for my daughter, and I liked a lot of them. But then, like last week, she put out Poirot. And I can't even explain how obsessed I am with Poirot. Many, many all-nighters spent watching. I've watched them hundreds of times, like no joke. David Suchet is the best. And yeah, so that was a must start for me. So I'm doing it on 18 count, 2/1 full across. And yeah, I'm so excited. She actually just yesterday put out Miss Marple. I will get that too. I have not watched Miss Marple hundreds of times, but it's up there. Actually, Poirot, when I was making baby name lists, I went through every single episode on imdb.com and like chose the names from every episode as a short list for baby names. Obsessed, obsessed, obsessed. So that is all the stitching. Next, I have to show my fully finished object. Yay! And in time for the birthday on the 19th. So the knitting bag for my stepbrother. So this design is inspired. I was watching a documentary on Shetland. Are they called shepherdesses? Female shepherds. So they'd be herding the sheep, walking, doing their knitting, and they had it like strapped over like this. It's just genius. And for me, not that I'm a huge stitcher, I used to be before cross stitching. My yarn would always get tangled, so putting yarn through grommets I thought would be a good way. Also, if you have like Argyle or Fair Isle or whatever with lots of different colors, I thought it might be a good way to keep them separate. And I'm super excited for him to get it. And I'm super happy to finally have another finish. So yay! So with this, oh, I should say, like, these are pockets on both sides. And then in here you keep your yarn. But here I was thinking like your phone or those stitch counters or, you know, whatever else. That was the thought for that. So then I decided to make some in the shop. They'll be for sale next month. See, okay, so I have socks in here. So that was my, I didn't put grommets in this one because then I was like, does everyone want grommets? I couldn't decide. So I think on the website I'll just have you can add if you want grommets added or not. But see, it's like, it's easy because it's over here. You can walk, you can like, yeah, I'm excited actually. These bags are cool. With the cooler weather, do I start? My eldest, I finished her baby blanket. My youngest is still waiting. She's 3. Do I start knitting again? I don't know. The awesome dilemmas. And then I sent one to Jasmine, the knitting nurse. If you go like 5 or 6 or 7 videos, she has, okay, so this is the small and then a little bit bigger. And then this one's the biggest size because I don't think it's going to be any bigger. Like not a lot of people are going to be walking around with like a whole cardigan. You just have your sleeve or something is my thinking. So I think this is the biggest size that stays comfortable. And this is the smallest size. But if anyone has other opinions, let me know. This is like 6 or 7 by 11. And then here's like 15 or 16. So those are going in the shop next week. Super excited about that. And then also a little bit more shop talk. Oh, I started the mystery boxes. So the first one's out. Thank you to everyone who got one. Once they go out, I'll like take a picture of what was in those before launching the next box. This one's Japanese inspired. The next box, Gravity. But on the website, there's a list of every theme and then some of the dates posted there. And then also October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So I have 2 bags that for every bag sold, $5 from every bag is going to be donated. So there's this one. And this one will go up in the shop next week. So there's those ones. And there's other stuff in the shop. So that's that. And then I have a new artist. She's amazing. Josie Wren. I'll link her down below. So I'm working on a bunch of her patterns. I do have some people going to test stitch for me. I'll show you some of her art, and then I'll show you if anyone has any brilliant ideas. So you see, instead of like a ton of confetti, I'm just going to do variegated floss that I think will achieve, you know, a lot of what's going on here in the clouds and stuff. It doesn't need to be confetti. Variegated floss will achieve this. But when you try to put that into Max Stitch, it lets you pick variegated, and it tells you, like, you know, there's a million options of floss to choose from for variegated. But it ends up just being, I don't know why this printed so small, but it ends up just being like flat colors. Obviously, I don't know how it would show variegation, but it ends up being a little bit of a problem for packaging because it looks so flat instead of like how incredibly in depth the image is. So yes, I could wait for all the test stitching to get done. I don't really want to stop my goals this year to do just test stitching. I might, I don't know, because one of these is getting included in next month's box as a kit. Or I haven't used Photoshop since university. And now you can even buy Photoshop. You have to like buy it every month. So I'm wondering, I had asked on Facebook, which I'm not very good at Facebook, on the Max Stitch page thing, and someone said, yeah, that's what they do to show variegated. They like add a layer in Photoshop. So, ooh. I'm not quite sure. But anyways, I'm hoping she is up in the shop sooner rather than later because her work is amazing. You should check out her Instagram page. She has Etsy as well. She's Canadian. She's actually Ontarian. She's from Ontario. Okay, so that's all of that. Plans for next month. I want to do 30,000 stitches next month. If I do 30,000 stitches just on beauty, that gets me to 50,000, which is the goal I want for that year, for this year. I am nervous that it's going to be a lot of brown, so I might do 15 on beauty and 15 on bubbles. So it's just going to be those 2 pieces. It's not going to be very exciting, but that's what I'm doing for October. Lastly, recommendations. I think I've talked about everything else I wanted to talk about. Okay, Flosstube. My first is Adventures of Stitching. Okay. Alicia has gorgeous full coverages. Also, what's super cool is she was doing an Amy Stewart and didn't like the count. I think it was, anyways, she ended up sending it to Stephanie on Point Stitcher, who's now working on it. So cool. And Lisa restarted and is like going so much faster. So obviously it was the right decision to do. I just think that's so cool, sending it off. Now it's in a new home getting worked on. I love it. She has a lot of full coverages. You should check out her channel. Next, the Curly Stitcher. Loads of beautiful whips. Also some knitting. Oh, and then also, I don't see that many people that doing the like bird's eye view, but some of her videos are bird's eye view. I think it's like seeing people's space that they're working and just maybe it's less distracting than all of the other stuff. I like the bird's eye view ones. I don't know how to do that. My tripod is not good, and like after a while, it just slowly starts to sink. So I'd have to. I don't know how I don't even know what I'd talk about doing it from that view. But I do like watching videos that are that way. And then Rainy Day Reads. She's had Flosstube for a while. I started watching hers, and that's what got me to Miss Pergotti. She did the Alice with the flamingo. She finished that one. She's working on another one. I always loved it. I was always like, oh, I already have an Alice. I don't know. But yeah, watching hers was definitely like, one day I'll do one of Miss Pergotti. So finally got it. Also, I believe she's doing booktubes, I believe. So you should check out her channel, link it down below. Instagram, Tabitha Carey 3, I believe. Lots of spooky stitching. So this is the Instagrammer to check out, well, one of many spooky stitcher Instagrammers to check out at the moment. She just finished Halloween Quaker. I love that piece, but I'm always like, the counting that goes into that piece, it must just be people. The frog must visit people with that one. So check out her Instagram. Then Miss Dandy Diamonds. She has cross stitch and diamond painting, and I love the whips she chooses. Like, they're definitely colorful and they're a lot of fun. Also, hilariously, she sews like upholstery for interior designers, and I sew for interior designers more window coverings. We do cushions and stuff too. And it's so rare to find anyone who does that sort of stuff, and so random to find someone else who can commiserate with some of the challenges that go with that sort of work. So check out her Instagram. And then Stitching Diva 328. She's so lovely. She actually, she has lots of amazing whips, but she was so nice to let me know about local stitching groups that are happening close by, which I really, really appreciated. And yeah, she's just so nice. So check out her Instagram as well. So sorry for all the breaks in this video. I thought today would be a great day to film. This has been a while. And then ended up being, anyways. Thank you all for watching. I hope you're having a wonderful autumn or southern hemispheres spring. I'm so jealous you guys are going into summer. Oh, it's gonna be snowing in no time here. I just know it. But I will see you next month with either an absolute boatload of progress on beauty, or I guess we'll see. Have a great day. Thanks so much. Bye.